How you doing? My name is John Sikoris, and this is Sheree Sikoris, and we're the owners of Titan Medical Center.
Alright guys, what's going on? Got the old clipboard here. We're gonna get started in a second, but you know what's funny? I've been getting these goddamn fucking like W-2s in the mail from I've been getting the W-2s in the mail from what do you call it? Like Warner Brothers, and I'm sitting there and fucking thinking, what the fuck? What am I getting these W-2s for? Warner Brothers, so for a couple of years now, I've been calling up Warner Brothers. It's almost impossible, to get a hold of them, to get a hold of their accounting department. And anyway, so I'm sitting there, and I just got this fucking thing in the mail. I had to call up SAG, Screen Actors Guild and shit like that. And what it was it's from, one of the television shows I did for Hot Package, which I did for, which is a fucking crazy show. I did it for Adult Swim, but I get a nice check. I'm not going to show you the fucking, I'm going to have to cover this shit up because you fucks are sick. But anyway, I'm not going to show you my address, but anyway, right, nice little check here. You see my name, that's it. Once you see my fucking address, you sick fucks. Anyway, nice little check from Screen Actors Guild, you know what I'm saying? SAG. Yeah, baby. Nice little fucking residual. It's nothing like fucking doing a goddamn... It's nothing like doing, and this is like... It's a nice check. It's from doing like, it's from doing, like I did like 12 shows and everything, but it's from... That's from about 6, 7, 8 years rolling. They've been giving me my goddamn W-2, but they haven't given me my scuttle. And now I got my scuttle. I love it. Anyway, I just figured I'd tell you guys that. Alright, guys. Remember, the new issue with your boy on the cover. Yeah, baby. Look at that. Right? The new issue. Muscle Sport Magazine. Look at that. Fucking. Alright. If you want it signed, you talk to Joe. Get a self-addressed stamped envelope or pay for the fucking postage, whatever, however we're going to do this, and you get it. Anyway, all right. So listen, I'm going to get a little sticky here, this is Talkin' Smack. We're kind of doing a little bit more issues, a little bit more stuff, about life and everything. It's some training shit, but I want to talk more about stuff that can help people here, and maybe we can get to fix a few things, and I think I got 2 fairly good questions here that some, you guys wrote. And it's, you could read these comments yourself by going on, the Talkin' Smack videos and looking through the comments. But, so we're going to get busy in a second here. I just want to say, I want to help you guys, okay? I'm doing my best to help you guys. So, put your comments below. Ask me, in this Talkin' Smack, it's about your life, you know what I mean? I want to do more about, living the jack life. I came up with that fucking whole saying, living the jack life, when Joe and I were first doing this stuff. Living the jack, I want to live the jack life, but we still have, outside of just bodybuilding, there's a lot of other issues that people have, whether it's fucking loved ones, breaking up marriages, breaking up boyfriend, girlfriend, a guy's still got to deal with, and they go to the gym and, you're depressed and all that other shit. So there's a lot of shit we can talk about, bro. Okay? There's a lot of stuff we could talk about instead of just like, what do you do for biceps, or whatever. We're going to be training chest today, It's not going to be like that, I mean... We'll do that on the Country Crush because that's more of a training show, okay? Alright, so I'm going to get started here right now. If you're ready, let's go. If you don't want to hear this shit, go to another fucking adios, amigo. Alright, I'm sorry, guys. I just didn't expect that SAG check, you know what I mean? Screen Actors Guild, Warner Brothers, got all nice fat fucking check. Maybe I'll take the girlfriend out tonight. Get a little steak. All right, forget it. You know, when she gets home, I'm going to give her the fucking steak. All right, I'll talk to you in a minute. All right, here we go. This is the first question. All right, and I'm going to tell you something, okay? I think I want to answer this one because it kind of helps with the next one a little bit. All right? Matt C. He wants to know, Matt C as in the fucking C, you know, a C. Okay, stupid. Not CEA, not SEE. The letter C. All right. How did you deal with getting over your PTSD, post-traumatic stress syndrome disorder? All right. I mean, all right, listen to me. My story is out there. Everybody knows what I've gone through, pretty much. Maybe some of you don't. I don't know. You know, I got a book out. What the hell's the name of the book now? Fucked up. I'm sorry, I fucked up. I got a check from SAG. That drug's a muscle, okay? And, you know, it talks about my life and all that stuff. And there's a good chance that one day it may be a fucking movie. There's already a screenplay. I did not write the screenplay, but I have read the screenplay. I've had some pretty big fucking people look at it. Nobody took the fucking hook yet and ran, but they all like it. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, all right. How did I get over my post-traumatic stress syndrome disorder? Listen to me. You have to, first of all, whenever you have drama, whether it's a breakup from a girl, a death from somebody, which is very hard, you know what I mean, like somebody in your family, a loved one or something like that, whatever it is that is giving you your PTSD, one of the things is you're going to have something in you where you can fucking move on and forget about the past. What I'm talking about is, listen, look, both my parents are dead. All right, my mother and my father are both passed away. All right, I'm an orphan, but and I love my parents. I had great parents growing up. I mean, you know, they were the perfect parents. But the thing is that, and I know some of you got trouble dealing with stuff like that. So what I'm trying to tell you is, you don't forget your parents. When I say you have to have amnesia, that's one of the main things. You have to be able to put things where they go in the past and leave them there and move on. Now, that doesn't mean you got to forget your parents, or, like, you know, there's nothing you can do. If your parents have passed away, or if you've gone through a really, really bad breakup, maybe, you know, your marriage broke up, or you lost your job, or, I don't know, you were out in Afghanistan and you saw some of the worst shit you could fucking imagine. You know, I've seen people killed in front of me. Okay, I can't tell how many death situations I was in where I could easily not be here. Okay, and it's no joking around. You know, aside from also sitting in jail, which doesn't help, so some of you may have sat in jail too. Okay, and you got that fear of going back to jail. Sometimes I still have dreams I'm back in jail. I'm going to be honest with you. You know, that's how much it stressed me. I have a friend who will actually probably shoot it out with cops before he would ever go back to jail. Even though he's not doing anything wrong, he hated it so much, you know. He did 7 years, and he would fucking kill. I'm telling you, he would rather put a gun to his head and fucking, because he can't take that. So there's a lot of different things causing post-traumatic stress syndrome. All right, you gotta be able to realize. I say this all the time. You can't bang your head against the wall over things that have already happened, and or situations that maybe you're in even right now that you have no control over and you cannot change. You can't bang your head over that, okay? You can't keep banging your head against the wall, torturing yourself and beating yourself up, because it's not going to do anything other than stress you out, kill your adrenal glands, kill your mind, fuck up your life. Meanwhile, the situation stays the same. Okay, if your parents are gone, like my parents, I dream about my parents. I say, you know, I miss my father. You know, in the room I'm sitting doing the goddamn, the showing is my father's room. I mean, if you look, I don't want to show too much, but I mean, even if you look, that's his American flag right there. Oh, shit. Wait a minute. Hold on. What am I doing here? Okay. Look, if you... hold on. I mean, if you look, see, this is his... this is his room, man. This is his art desk over here. This pictures of my mother. That's my mother right here. You know what I mean? Right there. That's my mother, my son in the army, all this stuff. You just see I'm sitting in a corner. You know what I mean? And I'm making it nicey nice for you guys. But the point I'm trying to make is that, I'm in the same spot. My mother died in this room that I'm sitting in. She died right there on the floor, over there. She hit the floor, and there was blood all over the place. I'm not going to tell you everything that happened, but, she died of natural causes. She actually died of pancreas cancer, but she exploded. And I'm just telling you, when you got to deal with something like that, you have to have amnesia. You have to be able to say, look, I got to let things go. There's nothing you can do. Okay? My parents are gone. Okay? I sat in jail. I mean, I saw somebody killed in front of me. I've almost been killed many a times myself. You know, one of the things that fucking drives me crazy? One of the things that I get post-traumatic stress syndrome over? Aside from seeing my girlfriend's dead body at 26 years old, I'm holding her and she's dead, But the fact that I was in some bad situations and I kept putting myself in that same, it's in the same situation. It's almost like if you had a giant fucking cage with a lion in the backyard of your house, and you went in there and that fucking lion was ripping you apart, starting to fucking, bite you on the legs and pulling you in the cage and start ripping you. Somebody comes in there and pulls you out, and you're like, oh my god, another minute I would have been dead, he would have killed me. And then you go right back in that fucking cage the next day. You're asking for it, right? And then the lion does the same thing. It pounces on you, starts ripping you apart, and yet you do it over again. That's the part that kills me. Because I didn't learn my lesson, and I was with some very bad people. And that's one of the reasons why I'm also doing the television show for the AMC network, with Antoine Fuqua, super director, from Training Day to Equalizer 2, all these other fucking movies. Anyway, that's one of the reasons why I'm doing that television show, is because of the shit I went through, and the fucking fact that I kept going back into the lion's den. That's one of the things I have really, when I get my fucking shit happening to me, is because like even when I was in jail, I kept, I was like, dude, you fucking stupid bastard, how come how many times was I warned that shit was going to happen to me? How many times was I on death's doorstep, and I kept fucking ringing that doorbell, knowing full, in my head, knowing that, going in that cage with the lion, knowing that that fucking goddamn fucking lion almost killed me. I was saved, and yet I went back in a fucking cage, and it did it again to me. And that's one of the things I feel like I was so stupid, like my life was going through my fingers. All I had to do was go like this and stop, but it could not do that. I just let it go. And those are things that I gone through, okay? I could be dead. I was even an ex-girlfriend tried to stab me once, you know what I mean? And I blocked it, and it went through my arm. Otherwise, it would have went in my fucking heart. Okay? I'm just telling you. It was a long time ago. But I'm just telling you, there's so many fucking instances that I didn't get out of this situation, and that's part of what fucking bothers me. Okay? Now, what I learned, okay, and I learned, my friend Bob Bonham came to visit me when I was in jail, and I remember him telling me, with Dana Capabianco, who you guys, should know who she is. She's a female bodybuilder. You can Google her, Dana Capabianco. She's my sister, bro. She's a sister to me. I started training her when she was like 15, 16 years old. She's now, like 48, 49, so you do the math on that, all right? And, I'm godfather, her daughter, it's a lot of shit. But, they came to visit me, and I remember Bob Bonham telling me, Greg, find a place in your head and go there. Fuck these fucking, these scales in here, these fucking, fuck these momos in here. Find a place in your head and go there. Find a happy place. Don't let this shit get to you, bro. You're here. There's nothing you could do. Don't beat yourself up over it. Just let's get you out of here. Okay? And that's really was the start of what changed my life. Okay? Because I realized that you have to be able to put things in the past. Your parents are dead. Your marriage is broken. You lost your job. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. You can beat yourself up and stand here and take a hammer and go gong, 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 and just destroy yourself over it. And guess what? Situation's the same. You did nothing. All you did was punish yourself. So you have to be able to dig deep down inside and put your past in the past. And you also have to understand that I've said this in the last video, there's only the here and the now. That's all there is. We don't know a fucking meteorite, a fucking comet could come down and fucking whatever and fucking hit this planet. We're all dead tomorrow. We don't know. Nobody knows what tomorrow brings. You don't know. You can, a million things can happen. It's just the here and the now, okay? And the past is done. So your life is like a book. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for different fucking things to show you. Your life is like a book, you know. And in every book, there's a chapter. Let's say here, this is a book. There's a magazine with me on it. But in every book, there's a page. Okay, this page is dedicated to this. This page is dedicated to this. Your life is like that. Okay. Every day, there's a new page until you get this big book of your life when the time comes for you to meet the Grim Reaper. And you got your life is each page, okay? You got to keep whatever happened to you in page 52 stays in page 52, okay? It's not the same. What you're doing in page 100 is totally different, okay? So what I'm trying to tell you is that I had to find that out. I had to realize that. I had to say, you know what? I'm not going to do this to myself. I'm not going to keep hitting myself on the head with a hammer. I'm not going to keep doing that shit. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to stress shit that I have no control over. If your parents are dead, they're dead. Okay? If your marriage is broken up, what are you going to do? Hold a gun to the girl's head and say, listen, no, you're going to be with me. You want that? You want somebody to be with you who doesn't love you, who doesn't want to be with you because you can't let go? Are you that pathetic? You hate yourself that much? It's another thing. I already gave you this speech about learning to love yourself, and that's all part of this. You got to learn to love yourself. You got to put yourself first, and you got to say, hey, listen, I can't be a great father to my kids unless I start loving myself, okay? Or I can't get my life together unless I love myself. You say, I have to learn to love yourself, and you have to accept whatever you've done, even if it's the most fucked up shit. You got to say, okay, I did some fucked up shit, but that doesn't mean it should be a fucking life sentence, okay? All that means is it's that page, it's that chapter in your book. Put an end to that chapter. Finish it. And move on. Go forward. Alright? Find something else in your life that's going to make you happy and good and feel like you can go that way. And I know there's some people who like, you know, I don't have anything in my life that's happy. Well, that's because of you. You're not happy with you. Okay? You got to find what you makes you happy. You got to find you in all of this. Alright? But you can't beat yourself up over the past. And that's one of the things I learned. I sat there and I said, okay, I made mistakes, bro. I made mistakes. I'm sitting in a jail cell. My freedom is gone. My girlfriend's dead. My mother had died not too long before that. You know, I lost all my money. Dude, I lost more money than some of you will make. You know what I mean? Oh, believe me. I lost over $500,000 just with my arrest. You don't even know half the story. But I'm just telling you, I lost a lot of money. Okay, I was totally broke. They took everything from me. If you watch the ESPN special, they have my sister on there, and my sister said they took everything from him. I mean, everything. You know, even my kids, and you know, my ex-wife moved on without me at first. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there with my dick in my hand going, what the fuck you do now? So, you know, you got all this shit that you can either cease to exist, okay, or you can move forward. That's it. You only have a reverse and a drive, a forward, overdrive. You go to reverse, bro, and you're lost. You're never gonna go forward in your life. You're stuck in the past. You're gonna live in the past. Okay? There's nothing you can do. Let it go. Move on. Learn to love yourself. Put that chapter. That's only one chapter in the book. You got plenty other. If you're young. You got all these years left ahead of you to make new chapters, new pages in your life. And that's what you got to think. You got to think, well, This is the here and the now. So I got to get myself through this. And you can plan for tomorrow. Okay? You can set goals for tomorrow, but you can't live in tomorrow, and you can't live in the past. You can only live in the here and the now. Do you understand? So when I tell you there's only the here and the now, I'm not talking about don't plan for the future. I'm just saying you can't live in that. You can't say, well, everything's going to be all right. You know, you have to say, okay, what can we do to calm this shit down that I got going on in my head, inside me, and around me, okay? And we'll get into romance and relationships and love another time, but some of you have, you know, I've gotten a lot of fucking letters and comments and you know, not letters, emails and stuff, but I'm saying to you, from guys who, you know, the girlfriend, you know, broke up, or the wife broke up and took the kids and shit, and they're fucking devastated over it. We will talk about that another time. Okay, we'll get into that because it's a whole fucking ball of wax right there. But to touch a little piece, if that's what's causing you to PTSD, because that's what this subject is about, okay? If that's what's causing you that, it's not the end of the world, bro. You have to get yourself up, get yourself in a good power position where you can make your own decisions on yourself and take care of and control your life, and then you could fix. You can't fix your relationship if she doesn't want to be with you, bro. But you can fix your kids, and you can make the right decision and doing the right thing by your kids and getting your kids, you know, to come back towards you. But you can't fix a relationship. Somebody doesn't want to be with you, okay? MoveOn.com. All right? So all these PTSD, you ask me how I coped with it. That's how I cope with it. I realized that I had to put things in the past. I said, this is just a chapter in my life. I sat in jail and I said, okay, I'm in jail. I'm in hell. Okay, this is hell. I'm in fucking hell. All right? The devil's all around me. I'm in hell. Now, there's nothing I can do. I can't change. I can't go back and fix. We don't have a time machine where I can go back and fix, so I'm not in jail. I can only say, okay, how do I get out of here? I mean, it's the here and the now. How do I get out of here? And what do I do to make things different? To make new changes in my life, okay? So that this doesn't happen again, because I don't like this. This is not where I belong, okay? Kabish? Do you understand? These are the things that you have to use in your head. You have to get this right. You have to get your head right. It's not easy, bro. If it was easy, everybody would do it. But I believe in you guys, and I believe that you're strong, okay? You just have to be able to say this is not the end of the book. The book doesn't end here. There's plenty of life left, so I got all these chapters to write. What's ever been written is written. You can't undo that, okay? That's done, all right? So if your parents passed away, if that's some of your post-traumatic stress syndrome, okay, you had a bad childhood, you know, whatever, you know, you had a loved one leave you, you know, all those things. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry that happened to you. But it's not the end of your life, bro. And it's not a life sentence. And you can't hold on to that. Start new chapters, bro. Start new pages in your book. Okay? Move on. There's so much more to go. Don't hold on to that stuff. Let it go. You're banging your head and you're torturing yourself over there. You're torturing yourself. For what? What happens out of that? What, you get to beat yourself up? Does that bring back your parents? Does that change what happened to you when you were a kid? The abuse, maybe? Does that bring your wife back? No, it doesn't. It just fucks you up even more. Stop doing that to yourself. Okay? Get your mind right. Do what I told you. You're writing a movie. You're writing a script of your life, a book, a chapter, whatever you want to call it. What you already wrote's too late. You handed that in. It's done. But there's still a lot more left. Go forward, please. All right? Tomorrow's a new day. It's not promised. But we can plan for tomorrow. We can hope. And we can, you know, but right now, we got to get ourselves headed that way. You understand? Gabish? We don't go back. We only go forward. And that's how I dealt with my post-traumatic stress syndrome. And I've been through fucking listen, I'm not here to fucking chastise anybody or say mine's worse than yours, or yours is nothing compared to mine. You can't look at it like that. Everybody handles stuff different. God shovels shit to you. Believe it or not, what you can handle. It's you who are having trouble fucking seeing that. You're strong. You could do it. You're stronger than this. You can handle this. You can get through this. Put it in the past. Just say, look, I'm done, bro. I'm not going to stress this anymore. It is what it is. I love my mother. I love my father. I'm sorry. I had bad childhood. Whatever. But I'll make sure that I have a great adulthood. Whatever. Okay? You got to make those changes. Positive thinking. Learn to love yourself. Stop torturing yourself. And here you go. Okay? Gabish? Listen, I hope this helps you. It's how I, being honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. If you've been a dick, if you've been an asshole, I knew when I was in jail. I'm a fucking asshole. I was in jail. I was the only guy I could admit. Dude, everybody else is like, it's not my fault. My brother ratted on me. I said, dude, I fucking deserve it. If you watch some of my posts, I was arrested by Judge Janine Pirro from Fox Business News. Judge Janine's the one who arrested me. Yeah. And to this day, sometimes I tweet to her, I'll talk with her now. And I even say, bro, it's my fault. You know what I mean? This is the woman who arrested me. I deserved it. I did. I deserved it. I was being honest with yourself was one of the main components. Okay? Being honest with yourself is very, very important. Okay? Because if you fucking, try to sugarcoat your own bullshit, you can bullshit everybody else around here. But the fact is, when you're fucking bullshitting. You know when you're lying. You know when you're not being honest. You're only dishonest with yourself. Okay? You're only hurting you. You're not hurting anybody. Nobody else gives two shits. Alright? I was honest with myself. Everybody else in jail was like, I shouldn't be here. I got fucked over. I wouldn't be here if my friend didn't rat or this or that. Whatever. Dude, you're here because you fucked up. You fucked up. I'm sitting in jail with all innocent guys, right? I'm the only fucking Momo who's fucking, give me a break. You're all fuckos and I'm a fucko. We all belong here. That's why we're here. It's not the cops' fault. Yeah, there's some prick cops out there. There's some great cops out there. It goes in every walk of life. You got assholes and you got good guys, okay? You're not here because some cop was a prick. You're here because you fucked up. All right? So be honest with yourself. That's another reason. Okay? It's another way to help yourself get through these things. That's how I did it. And, we all have moments, bro. Don't beat yourself up over that either. We're all going to have moments where a little stress comes in there and it fucking kind of grabs you by the fucking gagoots, you know what I mean? And you're not happy about it, and you're stressing things, but you got to try to calm it down. You got to breathe. You got to learn to relax, and you got to say, this too shall pass. This too shall pass. Keep telling you that. Keep telling yourself that. Keep talking to yourself. And you'll be okay. These are the things that will help you. You don't need a drug to deal with PTSD. You don't. You don't need a drug. It's normal. If you had fucking bad childhood, I don't know, you were sexually abused, whatever it was, it happened to you, it's normal to be fucked up from that. But it's not the end of the world. That's a chapter. Now, nobody's doing that to you now, right? So you gotta fucking move on. You gotta use that as rocket fuel. Say, I'll never let that ever happen again. But if you were abused as a kid and you're letting people use you now and shit on you, and you're in a bad marriage or whatever the fuck, that's all on you, bro. Okay? You can't be tied to the whipping post your whole life. It's time to get off the whipping post. Okay? You say no more. Those chapters end. There's a new chapter in my life. Okay? That's what you gotta say. Your kung fu is no match for my kung fu. Alright? That's the way I live my life. Your kung fu is not... My past, I can sit here and I think about shit and I keep saying, why did I keep going to that fucking lion's den? I've had guns fucking, not just to my head, but I mean, I've been shot at. I've had fucking, if you know the story about me in the Bronx, I was beaten on the head with a shotgun and shit like that. And if it wasn't for my girlfriend, they might have killed me. Okay? Shot the guy in the ass. I'm just telling you. You know, I think of that shit right now, and I almost get like fucking, you know, and the other fucking maniac having me on my knees down there by fucking Yankee Stadium, me and my partner, beating my partner with a pistol. I'm watching him shooting the ground, and the bullets are going right by me. You know what I mean? Could ricochet and kill me. And I say to myself, what the fuck is wrong with you? But then I gotta calm down. I gotta say, you know what? Okay, you're a fucking asshole. You kept going in the lion's cage. But you know what? I got rid of that lion's cage. I got rid of that cage. It no longer exists. Gabish? So I can't go in no lion's cage anymore. I'm done. I'll never do that ever again. I was an idiot. Be honest with yourself and do these things that I just told you. I hope this video helps you. I'm fucking, I mean, I could keep going on about this, bro. I want to help you. You know, that's why I'm here doing this. But I got something else I got to talk about because somebody else asked me a really good question, okay? All right. Let it go. There's a new you. There's a new sheriff in town from today. Ronald Reagan. Today's the first day of the rest of your life. Make it count. Let that sink in your fucking head. Alright. In here, this is, the next question. This is like, it's, let me read. Lawrence Hosanna Mize. Okay, we kind of talked on the comment section, so, and I said I would talk about this. He has an ongoing sleep issues, and he's saying here that he has, let's see, he used to be a sleepwalker, okay, from when he was a kid. Now he has night frights. Okay, he's saying that feeling like sometimes he jumps up from sleep and starts screaming and thinking he's going to die because he, you know, either he can't breathe or whatever. And he's also saying that at birth, he like was in the birth canal, and he said his mother told him that he almost died at birth. You know what I mean? Like I guess the cord was strangling him. He feels like maybe his dad, you know, maybe that's why. You know, maybe that's why he has these issues as an adult. Listen, I've had a few little issues. Tren really fucked me with that stuff when he was taking Tren, but this guy's not doing Tren, so this is not a drug-induced thing. Okay, so we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about, you know, the natural end of this. Like, you know, some of you guys might have something similar. Now, let me tell you about night frights. Okay, when people are laying there and they swear there's a demon sitting on them and they know for a fact it's not. I'm sorry. Okay, it's your body has this. When you're in it, it's because you're in a sleep realm, but you're coming out of it and you're not fully. You have this. I forgot what they call it, guys. You can look it up. You can Google it. I don't remember. Some of you could put it in the comments. You'll know what I'm talking about. We have this thing where our body basically almost paralyzes itself when you're in a really, really deep sleep because so we don't, like, you know, if you're dreaming that you're having a sword fight, you're not fucking poking your own eyes out and scratching yourself and you know, you're not jumping off the bed and running into a wall and shit like that, okay? But there are some people who, when they're in that deep sleep, they get into a realm and they can't, like, that's where the whole sleepwalking and shit like that happens. I know people who, I had a friend who actually had his teeth knocked out when we were kids, and his mother would say he would get up in the middle of the night and she'd find him out in the living room and everything, and he'd be going underneath the couch and all that shit, and she'd be like, what are you doing? And he'd be like, I'm looking for my teeth, you know, and he was in a dead sleep. He didn't even know. The next day, he had no idea. But when some people have that over something traumatic happening to him. Now, this guy, Lawrence, had, you know, he had stuff happen to him. Okay, you know, he feels like maybe the birth canal thing and the whole, you know, choking as an infant, and that could be. Because when I was a kid, I don't, you know, I think I was 2 years old, I fell off of a pier. You know, in, I think it was Rye, New York, I'm not sure. And it was the ocean, you know, where the New York City is, and it's the ocean over there. Okay, and I fell off a pier, and I went like 12 feet down. It was a pier with deep water, and people used to fish off of it. And I think I walked off and went in the water and hit all the way down to the bottom. And my father, who had his full clothes on, dove in and dove all the way down to the bottom and pulled me up. So ever since then, I've always had a fear of, I don't remember it, okay, but I know that the story happened. I know, my parents have always talked about it and everything. But I've always had a fear of water, and, drowning would be the worst. Some people, I'd rather die in a fire than drown, whatever. I'm just saying to you, that's my fear. Oh, they don't say they'd rather die in a fire. They say fire would be the worst thing. I'd rather drown. For me, drowning is like the water is the most fearsome thing. Okay, so, and it might be because subconsciously that happened to me when I was young. So this guy, Lawrence, I tell him, I agree with him. It could be that that's what happened, and now he has this thing where you wake up and you got night frights. Now, I've had night frights where I wake up too, and, sometimes you get, you get scared and you feel like you can't move, or you freak out and you scream and you can't breathe. You know what I mean? When you sleep on your back, it happens mostly because they say when you sleep on your back, sometimes like your throat, if your nose is a little stuffed and throat's going like this, you could actually when sleep, that's what snoring, when you with the mouth snoring, it's almost like your throat is closing a little bit. And if you wake up, you feel like you can't breathe, and with me, I told him that, I'll get up. And at the second that happens to me, I know in my head that this is just, this is not real. It's. I just had like a night terror, okay? But I will keep saying to myself, you're okay, you're okay. I actually talk to myself. And the first thing I do is I get up out of bed. I jump up right out of bed. I make sure I'm standing. And I start walking around and I'm talking to myself. Because you have to walk around. You almost got to walk it off. That will help your body get everything moving and the blood flowing and get your brain back to normal. Because even though you know that it was a dream, or, you woke up screaming, you feel like you're having a heart attack. He says he feels like he's having a heart attack. Okay, you know that this is just a night terror. Your brain knows that, but it's still, the body is still going through the stress. You're in that fight or flight thing. So you got to walk it off. And the first thing I do too is I try to grab water too, and I drink. Okay, so I do both. I walk. Well, three things. I walk, I talk to myself, you're okay, relax. I almost yell at myself. And then I drink water, okay? And I stay walking around, and I walk it off, okay? That helps like you won't believe. And everybody I've told to do that to says, oh my God, that is the fucking shit. You know what I mean? That helps. Now, my friend who has had these night things, he had to go to hypnosis, all right? Because his was really bad. And I told Lawrence, I was telling Lawrence that, if maybe you should go to hypnosis. You know what I'm saying? You see, what happened to me is basically from my PTSD, which we just talked about, gives me my anxiety. Okay, I don't dream I'm drowning, but because I was just talking about the water thing. I don't. It's not why. It's not because I think I'm drowning. Usually my stuff is like either, I'm back in that room and the guys are shooting at me with the shotgun or something like that. You know what I mean? Like there's like all kinds of, all the stuff I told you about, the shit I went through. I dream like I'm back in that lion's cage, so to speak. I'm back doing the bad things I did on the street in New York City with the fucking bad gangbangers I was around and shit. And and the wise guys, and, that's what I get my fucking, or sometimes I'm back in jail, those are my fucking demons, okay, and whenever I have that, I gotta get, and I don't have it often, knock on wood, okay, but when it does happen, I have to get up, walk around, yell at myself, talk to myself, dude, you're all right, relax, breathe, and that's another thing, you breathe, okay, let's go, come on, and I'm talking and talk to myself, like, come on, it's not, you're fine, it's just a dream, walk it off, come on, walk it off, and then I drink some water, and that really, really helps. Now, if you need hypnosis, and you're really fucked up, because you have, like, serious demons from your past, or something happened to you, you know what I mean, and you just can't, like my friend who got his teeth knocked out, he was like 10 years old, you know what I mean, and his permanent teeth were knocked out, on the floor, and he at 10 years old, he had no teeth left, so what I'm telling you is, from getting hit in the head with a baseball in the mouth, but, so what I'm trying to tell you is that, he had it really, really bad. You got to go to hypnosis sometimes. That'll help you, because he was sleepwalking. He would actually walk outside his house and go outside the street and shit and look around, for his teeth. And he didn't know it. But his mother was like, oh, whoa, this is bad, okay? So if you're doing shit that you don't even know about and you're sleepwalking and stuff like that, I would recommend you get hypnosis, all right? You can't let this also beat you. You have to, this is your life, guys. Listen to me. This is your life. You got to get control, okay? If you got other people controlling you or situations controlling you, it's no good. It's no good, bro. You're not going to live your life the way you want to live it. And we only get one shot. And you don't want to wake up one day and be 80 years old, if you can live that long, and say to yourself, dude, I spent my whole life stressing shit. I spent my whole life torturing myself. And look, I'm 80. It never happened, okay? The fucking Grim Reaper didn't come for me. I wasn't, you weren't having a heart attack. You weren't doing it. You're fine. You stressed all that shit. You beat yourself up for nothing. So, if you got these sleep issues, and you guys who really believe that there's a demon or a ghost or some fucking buddy sitting on your chest, not letting you breathe, it's not that, bro. I'm sorry, it's not that. I know you fucking, no, I know it for a fact, and it's not, it's you, okay? It's called the night terror. Google it. It's, get up. If you can't move and you're paralyzed, wiggle your toes, wiggle your feet, and that'll help to get you out of it. Talk, and get the fuck up out of bed and walk around right away. Get that blood circulating. Move, and keep talking to yourself. If you have to breathe heavy, and then get some water. All right? Walk around, talk to yourself. Get over it. And that's the best help I can give you. Lawrence, if you're watching this, I wish you the best, my brother. I hope that you can get a handle on this. If it's still happening and it's really bad, and my, you and I have talked about this on, I talked to you online about it. If this doesn't help you, okay, try getting hypnosis. I think the hypnosis should do the trick. But it's something in here. It's in the brain, okay? You'll be all right. You'll be all right, Lawrence. Just try not to, let this shit define you. You gotta beat this. So look into hypnosis like we discussed. All right? And for all you others, do these little tricks I just taught you. And I swear to God, it's going to help you. Especially the walking around. As soon as you start walking around, it starts to help, wake you up a little bit too, and you get that blood flowing. Drink water. You'll be good. All right? Gabish. All right, guys. All right, so that's it for this week. I hope you understood everything I said. All right? We discussed, the whole PTSD. You got to push shit in the past. Remember, you're building a new life. There's only the here and the now. You plan for the future, but you can't live in the future. You know what I mean? You can't live in the past either. Whatever happened. You got to let it go. Okay? You gotta learn to love yourself and make those changes so you're not living like. You gotta stop banging your head against the wall over things you can't fucking control. You're only fucking breaking your own. You're breaking your own spirit. Is all you're doing. All right. You don't want to. If somebody doesn't want to be with you, there's nothing you can do about that. Okay. You can't force them. Who the fuck wants to be in a relationship? So, if you had bad situation when you were a kid, maybe you were sexually abused or whatever, it's not happening now. And if you're letting it happen now, stop it right fucking now. Okay? Make those changes right now. Can't change the past, guys. It's done. It's a chapter in the life. You still got a whole script to write. Write the script of your life. Write the script of your life the way you want it to live. Okay? Because I'm going to tell you something. There's nothing worse than a guy or a girl who lives to be an old man and has nothing but regrets. Oh, I spent my whole life stressing the fucking Grim Reaper who never came. I worried about this, I worried about that, and you wish you could do it over. It's too late, bro. There's no do-overs. There's only the here and the now. Today's the first day of the rest of your life. Make it count, okay? Gabish? Alright, I'm just trying to help you guys. You know the story. If, like the video, hit the little fucking that bell thing, get the notifications that, the video's here. Alright? We'll talk about training in a country crush, put down some good subjects, things that we can help you with. Let's change your life. Let's help you. Let's help you be a better you. If I can help you learn from my dude, I'm a fucko, bro. All right? I'm a momo fucko. I've been through wars. You have no idea. I'm lucky to be here. And I'm giving you my advice from my experiences. I made every fucking mistake you can make. I did. I was a fucking asshole. Especially in the 90s. I was a major asshole. Okay? Major fucko. To do the right thing by yourself. Treat yourself right. Carry yourself with respect. Learn to love yourself. And this shit all ends. And if you got the sleep disorder, remember what I told you. Get up, walk around, breathe, talk to yourself. Keep saying to yourself, this is not happening. This is okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Come on, this was just a dream. Drink some water. Walk around more. All right? If you got it really bad, go get hypnosis. All right. That's it. Okay, remember, get the magazine. Hey, look, I think it's right there, right? That magazine right there. All right, get the magazine. Talk to Joe. Whatever you want to do, we do. Okay? All right. Be good to your girl. Be good to your significant other. I don't care what your spin is. I don't give a shit. Gay, straight, fucking... whatever, okay? Be good to your kids. That's the most important thing. If you're good to yourself... and you love yourself, you'll be good to your kids because you wouldn't have to fucking take it out on them. Or just, if you don't like the ex-wife or whatever, the mother, who gives a shit? Fuck her. Be good to your kids, though. You pay child support. You're paying for your kids. I don't give a shit if she's taking the money. You do the right thing. You can hold your head high. When they get older, they're going to say, hey, you did the right thing. You were always there. Be there. Stop fucking around. All right? I say that again. You're a fucking momo. Stop fucking around. But I love you, momos. You know that already. Otherwise, I wouldn't be sitting here fucking spilling my guts out like this. I'm trying to help you. Help me help you. Put the comments down. I try to answer the comments. Since I can't answer everybody, I try. You know what I mean? There's a lot of comments, bro. But if there's a subject that you want to talk about, you think I can help you with, put it down. All right? And remember, the Country Crush Show, we're going to do some good training stuff. All right? See you in the next video. All right.
At Titan Medical Center, we are here to make you feel better, look better, and perform better. We're here to get you to your optimal levels in the most natural way possible. We are a boutique-style clinic without the boutique-style costs. All medications are monitored and prescribed by a physician. Let us help you get the results you've been wanting. Come to Titan Medical Center for the most cutting-edge therapies and the most current information on how to take the most natural approach to your health.